presented and brought to you by Precious Work LLC. It is Super Bowl week, and
Boo.
we're here recording on a Wednesday night ahead of the Super Bowl and really like the conclusion of the football season. We appreciate everyone who is joined, on YouTube right now on our live stream. We appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe. We already have a pretty full chat with Dante, Tony, Mark.
Whoa.
Just appreciate y'all for supporting and following us. This is Adam, and I'm joined with my buddy, my friend, my co-host Ryan, aka Wolf. And it's been a lot of things. Listen, Wayne said, "Damn, Wolf tired as fuck." Listen, we both tired, bro.
Tired, bro.
Both tired.
But we out here.
I don't know if my audio's, but been a long. This has been a long day for both of us. Just in terms of everything. Hold on, give me 1 second. This might have to change out my headphones real quick.
We live, baby. Do what you gotta do. We are live, people. Just hold on. Let Adam do what he gotta do. See if I can pull up the chat. Live chat. What up, Sports Highlight? What up, Tony?
So I apologize for that. Technology was not my friend today, but I'm back. I literally ran downstairs and ran back upstairs. So we've got a lot to talk about on this podcast. We're talking Saints coaching updates and changes in terms of Jari Evans go to the Steelers, and unless some chicanery happens, we're going to be discussing Drew Brees, hopefully as a first ballot Hall of Famer. But before we get into all of that, happy Black History Month. What?
Yes. Black History Month, baby. Every month, Black History Month for me.
For real. Now, don't at USA when you say that, but it's a. I'm just thinking we're in beginning of February, and like there's a long off season ahead of us. But I'm also thinking that like next month, about next month, you got the tampering period opens up and all of that, and then you have free agency, the draft in April. Then there's like that flurry, and then it just craters, it just crashes after that.
Crash, bro.
What is just your thoughts? I mean, it's early in the. Oh, we didn't even hit on the news that Jake Haener is no longer with the Saints. He's with the Chiefs.
Hey.
God is good.
Freedom.
God is good, and all the time.
Goodbye.
But just early, the fact that Jake Haener has you blocked is a completely. Like I get why if a professional athlete, especially like someone on the Saints would block me, I get that. I understand that. I'm very outspoken. I say what I say. I don't really hold back. For you to be blocked, like you were blocked and I wasn't blocked.
Right. It's weird. I ain't even say nothing like really crazy about him, Game is the game, baby.
Jake was out here listening. Was out here listening to SBP episodes. He's listening.
That was about Carr, bro. That had to be about Derek Carr. It's his paw. His pappy.
Anyway,
my mentor.
him and Harrison Bucker will have, I'm sure, great conversations in Kansas City. But early thoughts, before this offseason kind of truly kicks off.
Like about the Saints.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm waiting on free agency, bro. Like that to me, like all these mock drafts and shit would go out the window
Out the window, bro.
after free agency, because that's when we gonna get some answers as far as like, do they address guard, do they address running back, do they address any weapons early, or do they go to the trenches? Defensive players, are they gonna spend? Because Saints got money, bro. I know the cap says like negative 8 million or something like that.
Chump change, bro. That's spending money.
That's spending money. And next year is like 150 million in cap space. In space, free money. So you know how that works, bro. Like you can look at this year, you expand that over the next 3 years. They got money, bro. They got the money and space to spend.
The Saints operate like niggas with credit and bad debt, bro. Like
they just like you just pull up your credit report, that thing say like 720. Like, ooh, I got a 720. Boy, I'm about to apply for all these cards. Just see who hit.
that interest rate gonna be nice too, bro. Like just
worry about
pristine.
that later. We worry about that later.
Pristine. So we're talking about free agency. One thing I want to talk about on this pod, we had our Prospect of the Week episode where we went a deep dive in Caleb Downs. It's available for YouTube members and on our Patreon, patreon.com/links BLOCKPARTY for the early release, where it will be Patreon only, YouTube member only for the first 2 weeks. Really great episode and us really breaking them down. I don't know. I would say, if you were to ask me in terms of Demario Davis coming back, right now it kind of feels kind of 50-50. And just what I was told was that he's looking to get paid. And understandably, from his standpoint, he's an older player. He knows like this is going to be the last contract that he gets. So
he's taking some like team friendly deals. Like
he has
the last couple years.
And I don't think he's looking to take a team friendly deal this year. So if I could easily, and I don't even know any teams, but like a team like, I don't know, like the Jets, them going hard for Demario, going back to like New York, pair him with like Alex Anzalone, what have you. And I think there's a legit possibility that this past season may have been Demario's last season with the Saints. And if that were to happen, we talked about the cap ramifications of it in terms of the dead cap space that would leave. But overall, like it would leave a hole just in terms of like football intelligence. And even though he had lost a step over the last couple of seasons, his football intelligence and all that was second to none.
Yeah. No question, bro. Like the leadership, the football intelligence, the standard he set. And you hear all the young players talk about it. Like, I mean, you up in there with Demario, bro. You're not about to like half step or like play soft or take a play off here and there. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, preacher man got you. You know what I'm saying? So, it'll be missed, bro. Like that, just that leadership and just that dog. You know what I'm saying? Just that dog in the room. We gonna miss him. And we'll see. We'll see if he leaves in there. But if he does leave, look, I'm looking forward to like a new chapter. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's Danny Stutzman or maybe they sign a linebacker in free agency. I don't know. Pete Werner outlasting.
I'm done, bro.
Davis, bro.
I'm done. That's nasty work. That's nasty work, Wolf. That is nasty work, Wolf.
Pete Werner gonna set the standard now, really? Okay.
When the last time Pete Werner done clocked in, Ryan? When the last time Pete Werner done clocked in? I don't even. Nigga been on PTO for like 2 seasons, bro. I know when his agent heard that contract extension, he said, "Nigga, you better sign this shit right.
Sign this right now. DocuSign here in the email. Just click. Yes, agreed. Send."
one of the most befuddling contract extensions. Like no one has no. I've been asking this for 2 years. Of like, where was the rush? Like, where was the fire to extend Pete Warner? I would really like to know.
Really like to know, bro.
And Jack Hunter said some good linebackers in this draft, but thinnish. Yeah, it is. And I don't know how like, and if Demario were to leave, like I don't know how it feel about like Sussman. I think he could, he played middle. I think that would be where he would play if Demario were to leave. But just like a Stutzman at middle, and I'm not even worried about him. Like he's gonna have his lumps, obviously. But then I'm like, if Pete Warner's gonna be next to him, like, oh, okay.
It's like, can we get some more? Can we get some juice in the linebacker core? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we don't flood the league with linebackers. They
flooded them. Like, I remember the days when we would kill for a linebacker. When we were like, man, if LB could play this week, we might have a chance. Like,
nigga, I was hyped when we signed David Hawthorne from the Seahawks. Nigga, like we done been through it.
Boy, I shared the little. I think he had like a pick six or something when he was with the Seahawks. I shared that little clip so many times. Like, we got a linebacker that could cover and get picks.
Curtis Lofton, Jonathan Casillas, Dolan Dunbar.
Now we just flooding the league with linebackers. Zach Barnes, DeMarco out here.
Caden Ellis.
Like, I think he's a free agent.
He is. DA ain't here no more. Okay, you come back home, bro.
Come on back, bro.
Come on home. I want to bring up a point about this Demario thing that our dude Brock in our Discord mentioned was just that, and we go back and watch the prospect of the week for Caleb Downs, but that if they were to lose someone like Demario, the fact potentially that they could draft Caleb Downs and his football intelligence and him, like he wouldn't have the green dot, but he would essentially be like the leader of the defense and like like that is crucial because there's going to be a brain drain if Demario isn't brought back.
Perfect phrase right there. Brain drain. Perfect phrase.
And the fact that potentially, who knows, if he's there at 8, they could draft Caleb Downs at 8 and he's like unequivocally like a leader in football intelligence. It's something that they will like. I could see them being like, damn, like we need to replace all the like. And again, this is early. Like, who knows? They might sign a linebacker in free agency, and that might, it might not be the same. But I could see how Caleb Downs potentially could be even more enticing if they were to lose Demario in free agency.
Yeah, no question, bro. Like I said, you get somebody like a Caleb Downs, and again, like y'all go check out Prospect of the Week while it's available, Patrons only, YouTube members only. He would give them that player like the Malcolm Jenkins, Demario Davis, John Vilma, those leaders, those smart, intelligent, super high football IQ. He would be one of those guys for the Saints for the next 5-10 years, however long he's with the Saints. Like that, he would fill that role immediately.
Easily.
Immediately.
I just have this feeling that if Demario were to leave, I really couldn't see them losing Demario and Cam in the same season, in the same offseason.
Yeah,
it would just be, it would be so un-Saints like for them to do that, especially like post Peyton. Like I feel like with Sean, he had I won't even say the gumption, but had the ability to have like those tough conversations. I think about that kind of the soft reset the team did where they traded Sproles to Philly and kind of had that soft reset and everything. My question is, like, if they choose to potentially let Demario go and let Cam go, like who's having those tough conversations with those stalwart players? Like I don't know who on the staff and who on the front office is like, because usually Sean had those conversations with players in the past. I don't like who does that now. Like I don't know who has that personality style to even bring that up and be kind of put the hand on the shoulders and be like, hey,
Yeah, it's
it's
okay.
time, buddy. It's time, buddy. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, I think Cam. I mean, I don't know, but I think Cam will stick around because the thing with Cam is he doesn't have to be a starter. Like he doesn't have to be the quote unquote starter, getting 80,
Right.
90% of snaps. Where somebody like Demario, if he's on the team, he's going to play all the snaps and
All the snaps.
be the dog. Cam already played like 53% of the snaps last year, and he produced well. So like if want to do that again, bro, like come on back. Like they cracked the code because used to be he had to play like a ton of snaps to really get
Yep.
his production, but now
Yep.
they've cracked the code where he can get his production and have his impact and still be in a rotation with the rest of the D line. So it just makes sense to bring Cam back if they want to go that route because I mean they lose Cam, bro. Like shit gets thin at the
Then,
edge, bro. Thin.
then, and I don't know if this is a huge factor for them, but like that's $30 million in debt cap space for players that are not on the team.
Yep. Yep.
And it's
And
like I feel
unfortunately,
like
that's the situation they put themselves in
yep,
to
and I
have
feel
to
like
make those type of decisions.
that shouldn't factor into the equation when you're making a decision in terms of bringing older older players back or what have you. But like just how the Saints have historically operated, like that does factor in, and
Absolutely.
we'll see what happens in terms of if that's going to be a factor this upcoming off season. What else did I want to hit on? Oh, I didn't put this in our, I guess, the title. Saints are going to play in Paris. Paris.
Yeah.
Paris.
Niggas in Paris.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Um, it was confirmed a couple of days ago. Saints will be playing in Paris. The first, I guess, NFL game will be in Paris. The date is not known. The opponent isn't known. There's
Nope.
speculation it could be the Browns, but who truly
Mhm.
knows? Exciting, and I'll say from the standpoint, like if I'm gonna try my best to me and the family, and it's not, and I'll be honest, like it's not even about the Saints. It's really about having the opportunity to take my daughter to see another country overseas. Like I never got to experience that as a kid because there's no way in hell I didn't even have a passport until I was an adult. So the fact that I potentially would have the ability to show her London and show her Paris. That's all that matters to me. The fact that the Saints might have a game there this upcoming season is just cherries on top. But if there are enough of our community who plans to go there, we might figure out and have a little SBP
SPB
Paris meetup.
French meetup, man. And that'd just be dope just because I know there'll just be a ton of Saints fans out there, tons of people from New Orleans, Louisiana. That'd just be dope. Just be vibing out there in Paris with your people. Like,
It
like
it
that'd be
was
live.
it was so stark. It blew me away when I was there in London for the Saints Vikings game, and me and Jay were walking back to the hotel, and obviously I had my SVP T-shirt on, and someone who was walking back to his hotel was also a Saints fan. And he was black, and he said, "Oh, what's up?" Like gave Dap and knew the
Yeah.
podcast, and like it was. I'm like, that's wild. It was a
Wow,
wild
bro.
feeling to have that. But I will say one little thing about the whole thing is like it's a little weird how mum the actual NFL has been about it. Like, have you
I
noticed
know.
that? Is it just me? Like,
Weird, bro. Because there's some geopolitics going on, bro.
I, I swear they are. I'm not gonna get into them, but I swear they are.
Because at
Because it's
first the NFL dropped a release of like the 6 or 8 games that they have in
internationally.
international games, and it wasn't a
Hmm.
Paris game on there. But then like the Saints put something out, and then the NFL came put something out. It's like, okay, what is happening here? Like, I don't know.
Hashtag if I speak. But still, it will be. I just hope that especially for things like that. And that's the thing that's a little weird to me. That I don't know if they announced the dates for the other games, but it's like a little. If you're gonna do something like this, like the sooner people know like the actual date of the game, like the better, because like traveling overseas is not cheap. Like it
Yeah,
is,
not cheap.
it's expensive.
Take week off of work,
Work,
all kind of stuff. Yeah,
all of it. So it's just a little weird that like I don't know, but hopefully that gets announced soon. Like that should be announced before the schedule release. Like that is imperative information to know. But so that will be fun. One thing I wanted to say while we're doing this podcast is I'm wearing our SBP hoodie. You can't really tell, but it is a hoodie, and I am seeing if you're a Patreon, if you're interested in a hoodie, let me know. I want to get like a count so I could do like a wholesale order of the hoodies, and once I have like a final count of how many people are interested in hoodies for me to order, I'll give like the price of the hoodie and all that. I'm also going to put a post in our on Patreon, patreon.com/linksparkparty. If you've already told me that you want one in the Discord, please don't respond again because it's going to confuse like my counting. So let me know. But anyway, this is what it looks like. So I'll get a count of how many people want an SBP hoodie, and we'll go from there. Let's talk about the Saints. Well, actually, before we go in depth about the Saints coaching staff and all that, let's take our first break right here. And then when we come back, we'll talk about Saints coaching staff and updates right after this break. I didn't mean to push that button, but it's actually kind of funny that I did because it is draft season. But we'll be back after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. So I wanted to discuss the Saints coaching staff updates. It was a lot of potential. The Steelers and Mike McCarthy was coming hard at Scott Tozine, potentially not potentially interviewing him for offensive coordinator, was interviewing Chase Hazlitt, the tight ends coach for the same position with the Steelers. They did sign Jari Evans, who was a part of the offensive line coaching staff for the Saints, so he now is with the Steelers. But the fact that the fact that Tyler Shuck will be able to have continuity, especially with Scott Tozine going into year 2, is fundamentally crucial and super important. I don't know if either Tozine or Hazlitt were true favorites for the position. And I think what sounds like what happened is like they got a lot of good like PR through like big media in terms of like how truly favorites they were for the jobs. Maybe not that much, but to me that doesn't matter. What does matter is
they got interviewed for it. So
what matters to me is that the coaching staff, except for aside from Jari Evans, It remains intact. I still don't know why they haven't made any moves at special teams coach, but that's a different conversation for a different day. It's crucial for Tyler Shuck and his development and everything going forward because we know how often it is for young quarterbacks to get in the league and they have so much turnover with offensive coordinator, with their play caller, with their head coach, with their quarterbacks coach, and it just creates this uncertainty and lack of stability. So that's important going into next season for Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, man. All I really worried about was Scott Tolzien on that one because
Yeah,
he's a good. For what I can gather, it's hard to really like analyze like position coach. All you could do is like look at how well the position does. But I like listen to the players. I listen to the players like talk about certain coaches and stuff. And from what I could tell, just Scott Tolzien does a good job. He's a little different than most quarterback coaches because he just was playing in the league, a couple of
yeah.
years ago. So he really fills that void of like people like to say, oh, the Saints need to sign like a vet QB in the room. Well, like he fills that void of being that veteran quarterback that can really like talk to Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler on their level. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what they need to see and what they need to work on, and the things he teaches. I listen to him talk, and if you listen to him talk, and then you go listen to Shuck or Rattler, it's like they all speaking the same language. They talk about their feet, footwork, all that stuff. So it goes to show you that he's doing a good job. And you could just look at the job they did with Tyler Shuck, man. Like a lot of the things he was able to clean up from when he came in rookie minicamp to when he was playing, in the real games, all the way to the end, you saw the actual development. So I was like, man, if they got to give Tolzien a little raise or something, like don't let him out the door right
At the
now. I mean, it's
building.
gonna happen eventually, but like not right now. Like right now, you just want that consistency and that continuity that they used to talk about all the time.
And like even though the like middle of the season when he started not playing great, like you can even look at the improvement and the growth that Rattler had from his rookie season
Exactly.
to his sophomore season in year two, where the things that he definitely needed to work on as a rookie in terms of like his footwork, his movement in the pocket, and getting the ball out quickly, and also being a little more like deliberate in terms of in his placement and throwing the ball. It, from week one until like before the Bears game, I would say that's we saw that improvement. Like it was a
Yep.
fundamental like improvement that was like tangible and observable that you could see. Now,
Yep.
and that all goes to like that's development and
Yep.
whatever you want to say about this team and this staff. One thing you have to give them credit for, and an abundance of credit for, is the ability to show, and it's 1 year, so it has to continue, but the ability to show quarterback development, like that is crucially and integral in importance. If so, I've always said like with Cliff Kingsbury, like his secret sauce is being able to identify quarterbacks, coming from college into the NFL. Even when he was at Texas Tech as a head coach, he was able to identify quarterbacks, in terms of like recruiting with Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield. But his secret sauce as whoever Cliff Kingsbury is just identifying quarterbacks. Like like I've said many times, like teams should just hire Cliff Kingsbury to just be involved in the draft process if a team needs a quarterback. With the Saints and with Kellen and the staff right now, it feels like, and to be fair, they identified Tyler Shuck and everything looks to be going great in that direction. But just the development of those quarterbacks is equally as important because where I think Cliff Kingsbury, at least as a head coach, is, and even you can make the argument maybe this season, I don't know how much is accurate, is that usually he has identity ability to identify the quarterback, but maybe not have the ability to develop the quarterback, whether it be
Right.
Kyler Murray, obviously Jaden Daniels has his injuries and what have you. But the fact that this coaching staff has shown at least in one season that they can develop quarterbacks is so worth it and so crucially
Yeah.
important.
Crucial, bro. Crucial. It's a cheat code, honestly. If they could prove that that's literally a part of their superpower, like a part of their repertoire, that is a cheat code in the NFL.
No, okay. So
Now you gotta have the other stuff too. Now,
yes, I didn't think I was gonna. I don't know if I was gonna bring this up. Didn't plan on it, so this is off the cuff. That said, the Senior Bowl game this past Saturday, I noticed a certain LSU quarterback was wearing a Saints hoodie. He scored on a read option. Who was calling play? Was Scott? Who was calling plays for?
Scott Tolzien was calling plays, boy. Well, he was calling some nice little plays too. I was like, look at Scott, boy.
Like, if you don't let him call script the first 15, nigga, you take it up after that, bro. I'm just saying. And the thing with Nussmeier is because this is such a down quarterback class. Now that he's healthy, we'll see what happens with Trinidad Chambliss now that his whatever, get a job, Negro. But we'll see what happens with his situation.
I've never seen somebody fight so hard not to go to the league. I would literally have to look through history to see if this has ever happened. That someone has fought this hard to not go to the league.
Like Joe, if this is before my time, but I know Joe Montana didn't want to go because he didn't want to go to the team. I won't say that drafted him, but he also had baseball to fall back on, right?
Right. And like I get it. Like I forgot the Bills quarterback name back in the day, but plenty of quarterbacks have not wanted to go to like specific teams and stuff like that.
Correct.
But they wanted to go to the NFL.
League,
you know what I'm saying? Just didn't want to. He's like, I don't want to go. Like
this nigga is like, don't take me. I'm not ready, nigga. You about to be 25 like this year. If you
don't ass on the NFL, get you some NFL checks, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know, bro. There's a whole conversation with just the whole different generation, like this
generation,
NIL, bro. It is. That's a whole thing also too, where you see this is completely off topic, but we see it's happened a couple of times now where players got drafted in the NBA, signed an NBA contract, maybe have played some NBA games or what have you, but then they're like now they're wanting to go back to college and play in college. Like wow. It's a whole fucking thing. Anyway, all that to say, I don't think I just think with him being healthy, I think Garrett Nussmeier is probably going to rehab his draft stock, and you'll get a thirsty team. He'll have a private workout or at the combine. He out there throwing that ball and all that. And I wouldn't be surprised if a team in the second round who needs a quarterback would take a shot on him. It just wouldn't shock me at all.
And here's the thing: he's going to kill it in every draft. I mean, every meeting he has with coaches. He's a coach's son. He's smart. He knows the game. Like I said, when I was at the Senior Bowl last week, he just looked like that field general out there. Like he just was just running practice, lighting everybody up. Like he looked like that dude that just knew everything was going on. We could argue. You could talk about his like athletic ability and what's his ceiling as an actual quarterback. I don't know, but like the neck up stuff is going to impress a lot of coaches. So he'll get drafted. The way he gets drafted, I don't know. I could see him going in the second round. But, teams kind of like they get weird about drafting quarterbacks in the second round. So if he doesn't go there, I could see him like slipping to like the third, fourth, fifth round. I don't know, bro. Like it can go any kind of way because this quarterback class is so thin. So thin.
It's weird because it's like it's deep, but it's like thin up top. But like all the players like Aller and Kupnick and just it's a very weird class. All that to say,
Carson Beck, like this dude done played 1,000 games, bro. 1,000 games. Been in the league, college league for I just don't know how long, bro. Like I just feel like he's been playing forever.
If Garrett Nussmeier's there in the fourth round and the team pulls the trigger, how you feeling?
The Saints pull the trigger? I mean, I'd be cool with it, bro. I'd be cool with it. Just as long as they address juice before that, please. Like, come to the quarter. Please just get some juice. After they get some juice, I really don't care. Like, I don't care what y'all do. And I don't mind. Like, I hear all the arguments. It's like, oh, what's the point in Definitely another quarterback. They got one already. You already got Rattler. Why not go and get a linebacker or a running back or something and waste it on? It's like, man, look, get quarterbacks, bro. Like I'm fine with like just keep taking stabs at quarterbacks, especially if you got like a staff that feels like they could develop them. I'm
That's
cool with
smart.
that. The only thing that would give me like pause is like, okay, are y'all doing that because that's Nuts' son? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, are you just trying to do a solid for Uncle over there? Like, man, Uncle looking sad over there in the corner, man. Go draft Nuts, man. Uncle looking nervous. Like,
Gravelly ass voice, bro.
yeah.
Ashy ass voice.
So that's why I'm just hoping like some team. I'm hoping some team just drafts Nuts. Like just draft them before it gets to like becomes a discussion in the Saints
Bro,
war room where they have to
it
discuss it.
I can almost guarantee. I can't guarantee it, so I don't want to. I would be. I wouldn't be shocked at all if it became a discussion like in round 4 where they have
Oh,
two.
it wouldn't.
They have two fours, bro. Like
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me at all, man.
at all, bro. Not not even a
And
little
it's
bit.
just and it's the comfort level. Like Kellen knows Nuts since he was a kid. Like
Right.
it's like it's not. It wouldn't even be like a big thing. Like they all know each other. They're cool with each other. So it would be just like a family reunion type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I could completely see it happening. But like I said, I hope a team just takes Nuts before us and just go have a great life.
Appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. We have 26 concurrent viewers, 117 views. I know we're coming at you late on a Wednesday night. The prospect of the week that we should be, I'm like 99% sure, we'll be discussing this weekend is Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Mm.
I'm gonna be very interested. Like I watched like I don't know, bro, like 3 minutes of a game, and I was like, I get it. Like it
Yeah,
was just it was just like I was like, oh, okay.
I watched 2 games already, bro. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, you know what, bro? I watched 2 minutes. I was like, okay.
I need more though.
So
I need some more. I need some more 22, man. Shit.
yeah, we got to work on that. Before we get into the Drew Brees conversation and Hall of Fame and everything, let's take our final break of this episode, and then after this, we'll come back and talk about Drew Brees potentially being in the Hall of Fame as a first ballot Hall of Famer right after this break.
Football's biggest game is right around the corner, and you can get in on all the action with Underdog. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just head to the app, make picks on if a player would go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, rushing yards, receptions, and more. If you get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. This week, I'm looking at Seahawks versus Patriots and selecting Rashid Shaheed for higher than 1 touchdown and Drake May for lower than 200 yards. What are you waiting for? Download the app today and use promo code BLOCKPARTY to score $75 in fantasy bonus entries when you play your first $5 on fantasy. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPEline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
We are back, and maybe not the last thing, but one of the big things we want to talk about in this episode is we will know officially tomorrow if Drew Brees will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'd be shocked if he wasn't, and everything I would say every indication is pointing in that direction that he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But just a reflection, because obviously the graphic of this episode is bringing us back, and it's just. It's one of those things as a sports fan, especially like a football fan, where once you have a franchise quarterback in the Saints, history of being a franchise, he has been their only franchise quarterback, potentially up to at this point, and it just as a fan, it changes your whole perspective of what having a franchise quarterback really is, like what all that entails, what it looks like, and you know, he is truly, in my opinion, still one of the most underrated football players of all time. Like it's still insane how criminally underrated he is. But just your thoughts and everything regarding potentially Drew Brees being the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh man, just ecstatic for him, bro. The first ballot Hall of Famer. And I know there's still people out there that just feel like Drew Brees, like he doesn't deserve that. Like he wasn't all that good. Blah 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 blah. Fuck out of here. Like I watched Drew Brees every snap he's played.
Every snap, wolf.
Every single snap, and I know the nuance that goes with it. He was one of the if not the most prolific passer in the era of the prolific passer, like in the era of the quarterback, in the era of Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan. Everybody was putting up numbers. He was the one breaking the records, winning the games, putting the team on the shoulders. He brought the New Orleans Saints to the Super Bowl. The New Orleans Saints. He didn't ride a defense to the Super Bowl. He brought that team to a Super Bowl and won the game. Obviously,
against Peyton Manning and
against Peyton Manning,
beat Brett Favre in the NFC Championship to get there,
and Kurt Warner, come on, man, like the dude is just it was unbelievable, and not to go negative, but you just can't help but wonder, like, what if, what I'm saying? Because out of all those quarterbacks I named, he consistently over that time played with the worst supporting cast as far as like defense. You could argue like they could have done more around him as far as like weapons, but I won't go that far. But like definitely like he played with the worst defenses for that stretch on average. Now, the defenses did get good towards the end of his his career. Like 2020, 2017, the defenses started getting better. But, it was a long stretch, about 10 years, where it was bad. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. And he had to literally go in every game thinking, okay, I got to score 35, 40 points for us to win. And he'd do it. More often than not, he'd do it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he is like leads all quarterbacks and quarterbacks that with a go-ahead touchdown within 2 minutes of in the fourth quarter and lost. Leads by far, bro.
Dante dumb, bro.
What he said?
He said he's so good, I forgot he thought we should stand for the flag.
Man, we don't even talk about that no more. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, it's something like we do not even talk about that little.
We become like Obi-Wan when he hears the name.
we don't acknowledge that shit. I mean, he had players, Malcolm Jenkins crying, all type of shit. Players ready to riot. Players ready to like.
I'll never forget the episodes that we did back then because we
was recording. And it was just really like, it was depressing. Like, I was like, oh, man.
Come on, Drew. Yahoo Finance, nigga. Yahoo Finance.
Come on, Drew. I don't care. That's my damn quarterback. I don't care. It's my quarterback right there.
Wayne said, I pretend I do not see it.
Do not hear it. Don't see it. It's my guy.
I wish it's funny, not funny, because like, we potentially had felt this was coming, and I wouldn't be shocked at all if the Saints end up having to play in the Hall of Fame Bowl potentially because of that. But it is a racket to go to the Hall of Fame ceremony. It is an absolute racket. I think I looked it up, I don't know, last year, and it was like anywhere from like $600 to like $1,000 just to like be in the ceremony, like to be in the stands. I said, what? Nigga, what?
The Pro Football Hall of Fame is a private entity. They need that money.
I makes sense, I guess. But it just and that's what and I don't want to go back to the whole fiasco that was happening when Derek Carr was quarterback, but like it was just so fascinating to me that as that was going on, when we saw very early, it was like, oh, like this is okay, this is what it is. Okay, I see what it is. Like for people like us and others who want it better than just that, like that was poo-pooed on. And like a big reason why we want it better is like we done had filet mignon. Like once you've done had filet mignon, going to like Olive Garden, no offense to Olive Garden, it's like it don't hit the same, bro. Like it doesn't hit the same. And so, you know, there are some Saints fans who that's all they know. Like all they know is Drew Brees is quarterback. You know, like that I mean, until like recently, but like that's all they've known. They didn't know anything before Drew Brees is quarterback. And him and Sean Payton and just really not completely changed the narrative and the perception of the New Orleans Saints. And I think one of the like if you didn't witness Drew Brees playing in person, I think people missed out because it always stood out to me. I got to see him a couple of times in person. It's like his size among like gladiators, and he just out there just ripping it, bro. Like was ripping it, dicing defenses up, and it was a sight to see. It was truly a sight to see in person.
Tough as bricks. Would never miss a game up until like the last couple of years of his career. Just never missed a game. Would take the hits, and just like the way he played the game, bro. Like if you listen to all the young quarterbacks talk about him, like he is the teaching tape. He's the tape that the quarterback coach in high school or whatever puts on. Is like, this is how you play quarterback from a fundamental level. Footwork, throwing with your core power, and the throw ball, the motion, the where you put your hand. And if you go Google just Drew Brees throwing, and you look at every single picture, it's exactly
Exactly the
the
same.
same. Like his hand, even like the split is his finger, is like everything is just like it looks like the same picture, but you could go over like 10 to 15 years and it's the same picture. It's unbelievable, bro. Like just the consistency that he was able to play with is just and just outside of that, like just the leadership and how he set the standard. Teron Armstead was talking about him. I think it was on Rich Eisen. How like he said, Drew Brees never once like just went off on the offensive line, like just like snap. It's just he said it was crazy. Like he would just never like just light
He
them
didn't put
up.
he didn't pull Eric McCoy during
No
the
Eric
game.
McCoy, no none of that, bro. Like he just never lit them up. Even though Teron was like, yeah, plenty of times like he slipped up, allowed a sack, got him hit. We know Drew Brees got like breezed and got his ribs crushed, peaked and got his finger broke.
Just looking back at Arenado like, oops, my bad.
Never went off on the offensive line, bro. He said he would just like uplift him. Like he would come with like, look, man, look, I just need you to. Teron told a story about where it was. He didn't mention what game it was, but they only had like, I'm thinking it could have been the Texans game when we played the Texans and they had like 50 seconds left.
Monday Night Football, the opener.
Yeah, I'm thinking it could have been that game, but he didn't say what the game was. But he said Breeze didn't even call plays in that game. Like he just said, Teron, you block this, and that's it. And in the huddle, and they just went. And he said him and Mike Thomas just called the plays from there. I was like, yeah, that's that Texans game, because it's just he didn't need to call the play. Like he knew what he was gonna do. He was the field general, bro. Oh, I need it, bro. I need that back, bro. I need it, man.
Just chills,
man. You just winning every game, just knowing I got a chance. It didn't matter the defense. You could have the worst. We could have the 31st defense, 32nd defense of the league. You still feel like, okay, I got a chance in that game.
Oh, man, and it also goes to teams like the Packers and the Colts and and just teams like I don't want to hear from anything from them ever again, bro. I just don't.
Patriots.
Oh yeah, oh my god,
Patriots just like not even the 1%, the 0.0001%, bro.
make
Like,
me fucking sick, bro. Make me sick. Um, so we will know officially tomorrow in terms of the Hall of Fame announcement and what have you. Do you? I know you said this in the Discord, but I know you said you didn't think Jari will get in this round, and I tend to agree
yeah,
with you. That's not anything that I know. Not it just feels like it's not his time
just
to get
feels
in.
like it. Just like hearing more about the way the voting works and the process.
Yeah, bruh.
It's a mess. It's just a mess. I'm like, oh, this is. We saw with the Bill Belichick thing. I'm not even gonna bother speaking on that, but it's like you can just tell it's just a mess. So I don't know. Like Jari Evans is one of those ones where he'll probably have his like people that speak up for him. Like I know Jeff Duncan has a vote, so he'll probably speak up for him and a couple of people, but I just don't think he'll have enough people in his corner, especially considering the people he's going against, you know.
That's the part, and multiple people have said it, but just the notion that if Drew Brees is the first ballot Hall of Famer, the fact that the thing that's going to overshadow this thing is going to be the whole Bill Belichick thing is the most Drew
It
Brees
pisses
and
me off, bro.
Saints thing ever,
Ever, bro.
Woof.
Always, bro. Always getting overshadowed, bro. Always getting overshadowed. Always underrated. Just a bad luck. Just had some bad luck, man. I'm like, God damn. Just kind of is what it is. I'm just thankful we was able to get the one Super Bowl, bro.
And it is as I've gotten older as a fan, it just really hits home like how hard it is to fucking win.
Hard, hard.
Not just win, like not win, like go like a deep playoff run. And we've seen it post Drew, post Sean Payton. It's hard, like when you don't have a good organizational structure and you have organizational dysfunction. It's hard to win. Wolf. It's like Kevin brought this point up to me in text message of that the Saints are like very lucky that the everything's working out with Shuck and everything. Not the Saints so much, but Go Benson, that everything Shuck wise is working out. Everything the past drafts working out and how they ended the season because the Pelicans are a fucking dumpster fire. Like the Pelicans are a dumpster fire, and they kind of are able to be like, yeah, but like, look at the Saints though. Like, look how we ended the season though. Look at Tyler Shuck. You know what I mean? But like,
Keep trying to Shuck out there, like,
yeah, bro.
yeah, Shuck.
Right? But all that to say, like, it's. I've just realized as a fan, it's so hard to win, and the whole notion of like you don't know how you don't know what you have until you miss it until it's gone. That is exactly what it's like with like when you as a fan got to experience a player like Drew Brees over the years, and then like he's no longer the quarterback. Like it just really kind of hits home. Like damn, shit. But it'll be a celebration in Canton. It'll be a celebration, on all social medias. If it is, and hopefully it is confirmed tomorrow that he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer, which will be, well fucking deserved. As we wrap up, thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Ooh, man, I'm rooting for the Seahawks, man. I'm gonna root for the Seahawks. No disrespect to you, Greg Rosenthal. Love you, bro, but I can't do no more Patriots, bro. Robert Kraft.
He gonna get a massage on the stage if he get the trophy, like during.
Hanging up there with Trump and all that. Nah, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like Gail, the same way.
Same way, bro.
I ain't throwing no stones at that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm gonna root for the Seahawks, bro. Got Shaheed. I'm rooting for him to make a big play in that game, and for him to do his thing. Sam Darnold. I always like Sam Darnold, bro. I liked him at USC. I like him as a quarterback. I just want to. It's just a nice team to root for. I like the way they built the team, just the way they drafted. I like the style of the team. Great special teams, great defense. You know, good passing game, good running game. I just think they deserve to win, and I think they're good enough to win. I think they are the best team. So it's gonna be a good game, bro.
I just have a feeling that like early in the game, maybe like for like the first quarter and a half, maybe like almost 2 quarters, like it's going to be a defensive struggle, and then I think at some point, I think the Seahawks just going to put the legs over their shoulders, bro, and just
wear it out, wear that ass out,
just start going to work, bro. Just.
But I will say, Vrabel, he just strikes me as that type of coach though. They got something up his sleeve, like something that's gonna be like, okay.
Him and Josh McDaniels, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, Josh McDaniels.
And if there's an OC that can get a beat and crack the code against a defense like that,
Josh McDaniels, bro.
Josh McDaniels
easily. Weirdest coach ever. Like just 2 failed stints as a head coach. Like complete failures. Like not even just kind of like just terrible jobs.
Yes.
But as an OC, he's just amazing. I just don't understand it. I don't get it.
One of those things where sometimes you kind of have to like know your role, like stay in your lane. Before we wrap up, I wanted to talk about this earlier, then it slipped my mind, but then as we're talking about the Super Bowl, it kind of came back to me. Clint Kubiak, pending will be the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. It is hilarious, like in hindsight, that OC that we had on the staff last year.
It's like what to be a head coach, bro?
We just had it all good. We just didn't know. Wolf. We just didn't know.
Had it all good. Hey, we had them first 2 weeks though.
First 2 weeks, baby.
I'm interested in the Raiders though, bro. Like Raiders are my little pet team this summer just to kind of watch and see how they build.
Yeah, man.
Just from a team building standpoint, like just because they getting a new quarterback, picking number 1 overall, they got like 80-90 million in cap space, new head coach. I just want to see how they build it. Like, what can they fix this thing, or is it just going to be the same old Raiders we've been watching for the past 25 years or whatever?
I had asked this in the Discord, and I'm bringing up Clint Kubiak because of connections, right? And if you want to know how the NFL works, just look at this head coaching cycle. Like all these new head coaches getting hired, or even the retreads getting hired, and what they do, they go back to what they know. Like,
period.
Who did I have X years ago in Green Bay? That's just how it works in the NFL. It's a very incestuous nepotism way. Like that's just what it is. Same for like coaches when it comes to players. And it wouldn't. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'd asked, like, would Clint Kubiak potentially be? The Raiders' offensive line is dog shit, and they need to upgrade that for all intents and purposes. So I asked if potentially he would be interested in Cesar Ruiz. I was told like he didn't want to start Cesar Ruiz when he was a Saints OC. He said that's trash. Just to show y'all that like our eyes, we're not blind. Like we see the game. But I was asked or not asked, it was posed to me like, but what if he came after Eric McCoy? And I had me like,
I pondered that. I pondered that.
Now I don't understand. No. Sorry, I read Wayne's message and that got me switched up. I don't like. He's an older center. He has a lot of injury issues, so I don't like. It wouldn't. I would be very fascinated if that call was to be made, and then what would be the compensation that they would potentially be throwing out, bro? Like,
yeah,
because what would be the compensation that would make you be like, hey, Eric, thanks for your time here, but like, we're good.
He's not 30 yet. He's like, what, 28, 29?
Is he not 30 yet?
I don't think he's 30 yet.
Hold on.
Might be 30.
No, you're right. He's 28.
It's a Raiders pick.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I'd take a third. I'd take a third.
Yeah,
I'd
I
take a
would too,
third.
bro. If I could get a
For a Raiders
third,
pick,
yeah, bro.
that'll do it for me. Just because one, it's just like anything else, bro. Like once you like experience life without somebody, it's like, man, I'm fine without you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that Eric McCoy obviously a better player than like Luke Fortner, but Luke Fortner was fine. Like
He was fine, bro.
I didn't die. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
I was all right.
I was all right. You know, so like, this amount of money, like $18 million versus like $2 million, like, and I could still be fine.
And I get a
round pick.
a hot third round pick at that.
Yeah. Now I will say, just like we talked about with Demario, IQ, leadership, stuff like that,
All that.
leaving out the building, that would be huge. So, but yeah, I consider it. I would 100% consider that.
Okay, so Randy Major 6571 said, I think Sean's arrogance played a major role in those postseason failures.
Yeah.
You had the no call in one game. You had the Minnesota Miracle in another. The second Vikings game, they got dominated that game. I don't like that game.
The arrogance plays in the fact of his team building. The unwillingness to like bro, like Drew Brees is at the end of his career. Stop trotting out these, undrafted and like get some weapons on this thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been Sean. Like that to me was like one of his failures. As far as like not being able to reach, but he got us to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have easily won the thing. And one gripe I do have about him, even in the no call game, I do wish that he would have kind of pulled it together a little bit, because I think he and the whole team was so emotional after that call.
Yeah,
it was just frazzled. That overtime was a mess. Like that whole overtime series.
I don't remember.
Nobody remember, bro. It was just like,
I don't remember anything from the overtime, bro. Like
we got the ball. We got the ball in overtime. We could have, like, if we just calmed down, we could have just put together a nice little drive and won the game. But obviously, that's not excusing what the refs did, because the refs, screwed us. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not rehashing that shit.
No, sir. not fucking tonight. Anyway, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching. And again, please, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. We'll be back this upcoming weekend, probably I would say on Saturday, for our Carnell Tate prospect of the week. I believe it's now time. I'll probably post a condensed version of the Peter Woods prospect of the week on Friday, since I'll be off and I can, cut up, enjoy that one, y'all. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back this weekend discussing Carnell Tate prospect of the week for Patreon only and YouTube members only, early release for 2 weeks, and then we'll be back next week to discuss, who knows, surely something Saints related. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And with that, we are out.
Peace.